Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback. First carry for Giovanni Bernard. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 28. A gain of 3, second down. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
The NFL's constantly looking for matchup problems at tight end, and Tyler Eifert fits the bill for the Cincinnati Bengals. You can move him outside like he's a wide receiver, bring him inside and have him block like a traditional tight end does, and sometimes you can put him in the backfield and run routes from there. And in the red zone, he may be one of the better threats in the league.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it here with Bernard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Here we go, Detroit!
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. third down. They'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Meadows. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to John Ross. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. The big play there. 59 yards. And the Bengals are going to take the first quarter lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone will pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. To throw on 3rd down, Meadows. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. That one good for 15 and a 1st.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Operating from the gun. Meadows got his target, Samuel. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So one quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Now let's go. P19.
Oh, design run for their wideout. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Detroit!
From the gun, Meadows. Now bottled that fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Back to throw. Saunders. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Now let's go. Blue landing.
They're going to look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right, here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard around the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now they'll send the tight end in motion left. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, line it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets are out to the early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Meadows. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Meadows. Flush to his right. The 20. Wide open receiver complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they're operating in the red zone.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Meadows eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go. 319.
They'll run again with Bernard. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's the...
Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. Now, meanwhile, over in Baltimore. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a give to Fournette, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Well, now they'll try the end around. A gain of 8 and a first down. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hand off to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking aside.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up into half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The good pickup there at 22. Carry for Bernard. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? No. Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right there around the 35-yard line.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Meadows. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. first down. This is McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Out inside the 35 to the 34. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Time for a break. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He's back to throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Back to throw. Throw left side complete to Ross. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cincinnati native, Luke Kuechly, in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they're going to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter of MetLife Stadium. And the Cowboys have wound up winning that one. Dak Prescott, he was on fire. 5 touchdown passes. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, here we go.
operating from the gun. Meadows, he's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On first down, Meadows. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. They've officially gone final in